friendly to everybody, and that makes everybody else mad because
Yeah, I guess it's really annoying them.
yeah, it's annoying them that he's so nice. It's not a picture, boy.
Hey, what are we talking about, Scotty?
Oh, it's not a picture?
What are we talking about?
We're talking about making a YouTube video. You're not going to post this on YouTube, are you?
No.
Okay, good. Well,
Okay, tell us.
we're planning on making this video for YouTube called Accommodating Cabbage. And we're going to have it, we're going to make it stink and like put stink lines.
What's his name gonna be?
Bob.
What's the name?
He already said it.
Oh my god.
Accommodating Cabbage, yeah. And everybody, he's real nice and like what's the rest of it like?
Hey.
He's really nice, and everybody else makes fun of him. And he's got this stinky because he's cabbage. And so everybody makes fun of him because he stinks. Nobody likes him, but he doesn't know it. So he's super nice to everybody else, and it makes everybody else mad.
Yeah.
Emma, any thoughts?
Emma say, if she did it, you couldn't hear her.
So what else, dude?
We need to have like different kinds of foods with other faces on them.
And I have an idea.
And
then when he's nice to everybody else, it'll go on Accommodating Cabbage and do like a close-up, like a Debbie Downer type of thing. Be like,
this was Diet Coke, right? I think that's pretty much a good idea.
Okay, cool, dude. All right, well, we're signing out.